63,197. Why, that's a mere handful.
Harold, we are going to be late for church.
All right, I'm coming.
Harold, where are you going?
Upstairs. I thought I'd read a while.
What about our checker game?
I don't feel like it tonight.
You don't feel like it? Every Sunday evening, for the past 13 years, we have always played Chinese checkers. And now, all of a sudden, you don't feel like it. Would it be expecting too much to ask why?
Maybe that's why. 13 years of the same thing at the same time.
Harold, I will not have you carrying on this way. We have led a decent, respectable life all these years, and I will not let you throw it over. Now, please sit down and play checkers.
No, Margaret, I'm going up to my room and read. $63,198.
Harold, I want to talk to you. Harold.
What's wrong?
Wrong? There's nothing wrong with me. It's you. Harold, I demand an explanation from you right here and now.
But there's nothing wrong. Everything is fine. Fine.
I think you're having a nervous breakdown. Tomorrow morning, I'll call Dr. Fortier.
Oh, him.
Harold.
I tell you, I don't need any doctors. I never felt better.
What's this? It's perfume. Harold, where did this come from?
I like to think it came from Bulgaria. They say the largest rose fields in all the world are located in the Maritsa Valley. And the maidens gather the flowers early in the morning while the dew is still fresh upon them.
That's it. You've been philandering.
I bought it for you.
Don't you lie to me, Harold Gomes. That's why you've been acting so strangely. Sneaking out of the house in the middle of the night. You've got another woman.
Another woman, Margaret? I wasn't aware I had any at all.
You know perfectly well what I mean. I have devoted half my life to your comfort, your well-being, and this is the thanks I get? Oh, I can see the handwriting on the wall. You want to turn me out.
That's not true.
Next thing you know, you're going to be bringing her right into this house. I won't stand for it.
I know you won't. I found that out years ago.
All this talk about your being important. You think a cheap hussy is going to make you feel important? Oh, Harold, you've got a rude awakening coming to you. You're almost 50 years old. You'll never be important to anybody but me.
Yes, you saw to that, didn't you?
Whatever I did for your own good. I saved you from making a fool of yourself.
I think I'd rather have been a fool.
Well, you're certainly behaving like one now. Oh, Harold, why don't you face up to the facts? You and I are exactly alike. We're nobody. And without each other, we're even less than that.
Murders, 7,124. We played a game of Chinese checkers, and then she made some tea. It was about 10 o'clock, I think, when I went up to bed. Margaret stayed on to wash the cups.
Well, did she seem to be all right?
Yes, she was in very good spirits. She'd won the game of checkers. I tried to talk her into another game, but she decided to quit while she was still ahead.
Well, did she cry out during the night?
No, at least I didn't hear her. But then I'm a very sound sleeper. She used to say you could shoot off a cannon beside my bed, and I wouldn't hear it. No, it wasn't until I came down for breakfast this morning that I realized something was wrong. You see, Sergeant, in all the 13 years that Margaret kept house for me, she never once failed to have breakfast ready on time.
13 years. It's quite a record.
Yes, a hot breakfast and a clean shirt. 3,250 clean shirts.
3,200. I think that just about covers it, Mr. Gomes. I'm sorry to intrude, but we have to check whenever the presiding physician can't determine the cause of death.
What do you think caused it?
Food poisoning, most likely. I don't know what else. Dr. Fortier said her heart was in good shape.
You don't think it could possibly have been murder?
I told you, Mr. Gomes, we have to check any unexplained death. It's routine, that's all.
How can you be sure?
We have to go on the evidence. Your sister was a very respectable woman. No enemies. She had no insurance, no bank account. There was no sign of a prowler, no struggle. You see, it had to be food poisoning.
Well, why didn't I get it too? We eat the same food.
It happens that way sometimes.
Aren't you going to have an autopsy?
Well, that'll be up to the coroner, but I doubt it. The evidence doesn't call for it. Thank you for cooperating, Mr. Gomes. Goodbye.
$7,125 murders. But that's wrong. It's only murder if the police say so. Change the total back again, Harold Gomes. It isn't going to count. You don't belong on that list. But I do belong on that list. I am a murderer. They've got to change those figures.